Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are, as you can see, back in Star Trek Online. Going to do the usual, get the dailies done, dusted out of the way, put to bed before we start doing some TFOs. So, may as well get started. After all, the sooner these get done, the sooner I can get on something a bit more interesting. One satellite done. Just have a quick look at my endeavours today. Berlin's and Nukara, that's quite easy to do. Destroy undown ships in the battle zone, again, pretty easy. Vardwar ground. Ugh. See how many dilithium burns we get, see if RNG Jesus is with us. So far, none. So, always do the double check, make sure that it has loaded the traits, which it has. Just probably isn't going to be my lucky day today.
Until next time.
Over to everybody's favourite, because it's not. Good old dilithium mine. Just checking the stream at the moment. Should be okay. Again, like usual, I keep the rich dilithium vein mission, so you have a guaranteed beaming location, rather than it randomly put you down somewhere on the rock. And like usual, we're heading for a score of 700 by the time the time runs out. I tend to find if you get a score of 400 by the time you're down to about 20 seconds, you're pretty much guaranteed to do it. And I tend to refer to that as the halfway mark. I am absolutely sucking at this today by the looks of things. I did make the halfway mark. Maybe all I make though today. That's one down. We're overshooting it today. It's like I can't use the excuse that it's changing on me often enough, because it's not. That's the halfway mark. Another one done. Obviously 3 more to go. That's another one done. Well, done. Half done, anyway. That's this one definitely done. Two more to do before we head over to the fleet dilithium to get our bonus refinement. Oh, I'm lagging behind a bit there. It's questionable whether I'll actually complete this one. Should do with 8 seconds. Yeah, more than completed it. And doing my friends list is doing the alcoholic swapping. That's this one completed. Oh, so close to equaling my top goal that I've had so far. Right, we're going to head on over to the Fleet dilithium mine now to do the extra 500 dilithium refinement. As I always say, always make sure that you do your 8k refinement first of all, because if you don't do 8k refinement, when you get to the Fleet dilithium mine and do the refinement there, so I got distracted by that for a second. That's because my ship hasn't actually turned. You want it to be a separate pool it's taking from, effectively a bonus pool. Obviously, if you have the 8k still and you do the refinement at your fleet base, it will actually take from that 8k. So always make sure you do your 8k refinement first, then hit your fleet dilithium mine, which in theory, if you're in a fleet, they should have it unlocked, and just do the extra 500 refinement of 500 dilithium. It takes 5 seconds to do, so there's literally no point in not doing it. You know, it is one of those very quick things to do. Obviously, at your fleet dilithium mine, you could do like the mining on the asteroid. I tend to not do, because there is a hell of a lot more that you can do there. And as I said, I'm trying to get through the dailies just so I can start on some TFOs. So of course we are looking out for the Defy Patrol. You normally get 2. Sometimes you get them both to your head, sometimes you get one off to the left, towards Devari, or the Defy Homeworld I should say, or you get one off to the right. And it looks like we're going to be reasonably lucky that this one's going to be pretty much straight onto where we're going. we are slave to the loading screens. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long because we did have maintenance yesterday. You do tend to find that loading screens do seem to be a bit longer as you get close to maintenance. So in theory it shouldn't be too bad today. I've got dilithium burn off that time. There we go, that's another one done. Heading off to the actual outpost. Oh, restart lockout. It's obviously the green. Come on, let's see how. Get that little hamster in its wheel moving that a little bit faster. Right, well, let's break the blockade, one that I tend to get more often than not. It is pretty easy, it's the usual going blow up ships. If it's drop out of combat, so I can get over to it that little bit quicker. Obviously, while you're in this one, do a quick look around, see if the green capital ship's anywhere. Because this is one of the maps that it can spawn in. Obviously, while I'm here, I am going to pick the scanner. Obviously, if you do the dilithium mine, it does break your scanner, it makes it so it no longer lines up, and the easiest fix for it is just scan one. You don't actually have to complete it, but normally you can find roughly where it is anyway. Over to Zarya with it, unfortunately, double loading screens. Obviously, don't want to get the patrol. Checking the stream. We've got quite a bit of localized flooding around us, and I'm just keeping an eye on things. Right, that's load screen number 1 done. It's literally move a few feet forwards, and then you have the load screen for beam down. One second. Obviously, you can get 3 missions down here. One is tag the ore crates, which I've got, which was the same as yesterday for me. Plant the spatial chargers, and upload the virus. Got to think then. You will always have to rescue the prisoners. It doesn't matter which one of the 3 missions that you get. As you can see, ore crates are all over. Well, one set of ore crate is over here, but they are all in this room. One is over there, and then one is over onto the right there. And that's literally all the main objectives that you have to do. Well, the 3 main objectives that you get in there. Obviously, if you have tag the ore crates, first one that you tag is literally on this crate over here. Upload the viruses. Obviously, there's 3 terminals in here. They are pretty easy to spot. So again, that's another quite easy one. The only one with tag the ore samples, literally, it's all in the same room that you're tagging them in. So, plant spatial chargers, you would plant another one on there if you had that quest. There's your terminal if you had to upload a virus. Obviously you have to do it all of them 3 times. Yeah, I'm all using the tribbles. Makes a nice change. Most of the time they don't actually use them at all. Oh, tuned in the ice, it's just not shown it. And that is literally this one done. Like usually, just got to wait to drop out of combat so you can beam out. Obviously, as I was saying before, you have one terminal down there to upload the virus and the other one's there. Just thought I'd best show that just in case you're interested. I showed a message on Twitter all of a sudden. Right, in the belt it's either going to be the cloaked mines, but obviously not this time. I'm going to have a combat one. Don't mind so much. Again, it's pretty much is just a splat fest. Dilithium burn on that one. I was going to say, where are the three ships? There should be here somewhere. I think I overshot them a little bit. Another daily done. Obviously, just looking for the green patrol now. Which, as I... Oh god. Bots again. Which, as I always say, if you get opposite these two stars and you can see the green patrol there, do not bother going for it. Like, for example, you will see it will despawn. It despawns reasonably quickly. You would not be able to make it in time to get to it and go through all the dialogue options. It's just how it plays out. So your best option is just keep on course for green, angle your camera ever so slightly to the right, and you'll see it come in. It's actually a perfect example of it for a change. Obviously, we've got another loading screen to get through before we find the green control. Obviously, I'm not going to read this out. I do this pretty much every day. If you want to read it, always pause it over on YouTube. Obviously, you are playing Federation, so you are finding a diplomatic solution to it. In this case, it's setting up a deflector pulse and lowering their shields just enough so you can beam out the Defari that are on board. Obviously, being Federation, I choose to beam out the people and leave. Obviously, if you're playing Klingon, you just open fire. No negotiation, no talking, just full on pew pew pew. Right, obviously that is the dailies that I tend to get done. Now we're going to move over to doing CFOs. See what we get. Of course, it zoomed me right into my ship again. So, sticking ourselves in for some random advances. As we can see, it looks like we do have the Red Alert event on at the moment. So I'll probably drop myself in for one of those. I don't think they actually have an event on that I'm aware of, other than the Red Alert one. Which is running till the 18th of January. I didn't even know they were doing this one. It's a space tier, folks. We've got the warpower animation. And of course, it's good old Queenie to start off with. Why somebody chose to drop the shield device there, I'm not quite sure, but each to their own, I suppose. Right, begin in 5 seconds. Let's see if I can blow myself up by being an idiot.
Perfection. I am Lord.
Yeah, I have a feeling this one's going to be over reasonably quickly today, not less. I've just got to try and make sure that I don't fly through any ships that have been potentially digitised or blown up but not showing. Because it would just be like me to get caught in a warp core breach. Okay, for some reason that did not trigger. next phase with the giant space cigars. One down, and that's Queenie. And a very dead Queenie.
I am eternal! This is not the end.
Resistance is futile.
Except she's dead, so. Good morning, Joshua. Good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're well. Just started doing some TFOs. I'm gonna go do the Tholian Red Alert. Didn't know we had a Red Alert event starting until the 18th. I'm not too bad, a bit tired. Back to the old pattern of me not sleeping. A bit tired today, but I'm alright at the minute. Luckily it is a Friday, so weekend ahead. Brilliant. I'll put you in the next one. Obviously, I'd already queued for this Red Alert. It's the Tholian Red Alert, so it'll be over and done with in literally no time. I think we're almost through it already. As I said, the red alerts always get through those so quickly. Obviously, if you're farming Mark, as it is a red alert event, for any main character or alt character, now's your time to be doing it. Because you can literally just chain run them, go in and in and in and in and in. The only thing that I don't like about red alerts is they always take you out of the soul system. Right, I will throw you an invite. There you are. There he is. And we'll start in some random TFOs. I didn't know that actually worked for it. Learn something new every day. And as we can see, there's Joshua at the side of me. And we're both warping out. So we know it's a space CFO. What Borg one is it going to be today? Oh, makes a change. It's not. It's good old space flower.
Have fluidic rifts that need to be closed. The map and this bar will help you locate friendly forces along the vectors. When your team closes a rift, a bonus period will begin. Close another rift before time runs out to increase the bonus. Sometimes errant rifts will open. Closing these rifts will earn you more rewards. These errant rifts are keyed to career paths, and a captain of a matching career path will be able to close them faster. The Undine are deploying the
And again, good old Federation turns something into a competition, you know. And they say the Federation is the good guys. Do the usual, get behind the portal. As I tend to do bonus damage in the rear arc. But hey, what she said. So you need to take care of the ship, because you don't want them slowing down the ship heading towards the next portal. Which obviously is this one up here. Good old dilithium burn went off. Another dilithium burn. It's now scanning the portal, so again, take down another one.
Close the fluidic rift now. Errant fluidic rift between lanes. The location is marked on the map. Undine Fluidic Space Rift Omega has been closed.
So that is this one effectively sealed off, now it's just help the others. So, they don't particularly need the help looking at it. Right, as majority of people are over at this one, I'll go help out at the top one. Because it looks like we only have one other player there. Right, they had the dreadnought. That explains why they were held up.
Unbeam fluid space with power has been closed. Close the fluid rift now. Unbeam fluid space with side has been closed.
So now we're going to go and kill the space flower. Which again, you need to basically park your ship right in front of its face. Pretty much like how Joshua is doing there. And as you can see, every now and again it'll blight you, it might knock you back a little bit, just push yourself forwards. But whatever happens, it's gonna die. One planet killer taken out. Armor console from Endgame I was using. Always good to know. Walk through the debris of the space flower. Right, I'll put us in for another one. Oh, looks like it's a ground one, went straight into it. And of course, it's the one that I absolutely detest, Bug Hunt. Rather aptly named, because if any of the TFOs is going to bug out, this is the one that tends to do it. And the main reason being is a mob could get pushed through the wall, and when that happens, you can't see it, it can't see you, and you then end up in a situation where it will not progress, because you've got to kill that one remaining enemy that's got shoved through the wall, and quite often it results in lockout of being able to do TFOs, if you're not the last person to leave. This is the one that if any are going to do it, it does tend to be this one that does it. Hopefully not. Oh, right stuff to the face. Oh, she pressed the wrong button there.
Fire in the hole!
Put some cream on it. Nope. I didn't even look at my health there, so it's my own stupid fault. I've completely lost my bearings, which is fine. I think I'm actually through into the other bit. Looking at this, because there's the barriers. Yeah, well. Like I said, if any of these TFOs is going to bug out, it's going to be this one. Like that, chase some enemies. Keep getting stuck on pixels. Is he running down here? Yeah, he is. That's a good sign.
Fire in the hole!
Obviously, make sure you kill all the mobs before you jump down, because otherwise you can end up with a situation where a mob is up here and not on the lower level, and it's difficult to get back up here. You can cheese your way back up, but it's not the most easiest.
According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment, and I'll clear a path.
Again, that's a good thing, 'cause you're getting the audio cue.
Watch that first step.
Come on, Vanderveer, get your ass down here.
I think I can get us a... Cover me!
I'm getting blasted by that one though, but can't target it. Bloody annoying. Obviously almost done this one. Gotta go kill the big mother.
This is it, the center of the hive.
Too many dialogue boxes in this one. Way too many. Probably my only real other criticism of this TFO. Getting covered in white stuff everywhere. I thought we had double brood mother then for a second. Obviously she was in the field of one of the abilities that went off and it ghosted her. That's what I saw and I thought, what? How many? Luckily it was not the case. Oh God. Well, we got him. That, at the end of the day, is the important bit. Right, obviously, on the hour every hour, take a 5-minute break. That is exactly what I'm going to do. It's also when I run 3 minutes of adverts to disable pre-roll over here on Twitch. Adverts are not guaranteed. It's down to region and availability. So, obviously, if you do get adverts, go get yourself a drink, stretch your legs. If you don't get adverts, sit back and enjoy the music. Obviously, if you're watching this over on YouTube, I have zero control over adverts, and neither does anybody else as of last November. But other than that, I will be right back. That is the device that Joshua used. AoE damage and slow shrinking field. Float field, not shrinking field. 46.3 physical damage, 50% shield penetration each second. Which is pretty good, that. Right, well anyway, like I said, I'm going to take the break. Obviously, nobody likes adverts. I do keep 100% control over adverts, and I do try to limit your exposure to them as much as possible, hence the reason you only get 3 minutes every hour. So with that, I will be right back. Right, I'm back. I've topped up my drink and, like I hope everybody else did, went and stretched my legs. Okay, left door open. I'm going to pull that too, so I don't get draft. Right, back into some more TFOs. Hopefully we won't get another bug on. Let's have a look. Where are we heading? I'll open a few of the reward boxes while I'm here. Even though it's all going to be converted into dilithium. Because it's not like I really have much use for marks and such now. Starbase 1?
Listen up.
Yeah. Again, probably one of the most easiest TFOs in the game. And of course, the starship that I'm not a fan of, the good old Space Pancake. Oh my god, somebody's actually filled in their biography.
Here they come.
I do like it when you see that. Good old Starbase 1, which I believe is one of the conclusions for one of the episode sets. Again, very much a loot pinata TFO. One of the few TFOs that you can do on Elite very, very easily. Unfortunately, it doesn't drop the console that I would, or the materials for the console that I would want. But you can very easily two-man the Elite version of this.
Reading some heavier ships in
I'm in all the wrong keys today. Obviously, you will get trolled by the Federation starship as it warps out. Doing its, "Oh no, please rescue me," as it warps out. Dilithium burn. There you go, that's the alert gone off from me, but as you can see, it had already warped out. And of course, there's your second troll message from the other one. So somebody hasn't downed a ship over there.
Get into position to prepare for the next assault. Here comes the Klingon battleship. Keep fighting.
Oh, dilithium burn went off there. Another good old dilithium burn. And another one. And another. More! Give me more! Because I've just jinxed it now, I'm not going to get any more now. Because I swear the old game have listening devices. Only these three left by the looks of it.
That'll hold them off.
And that's another one done.
I don't know how much longer.
Just do another quick check on the streams. Yeah, they're both showing okay. Like I said, we've got some localised flooding around us at the moment, and apparently it has been causing issues for some people, so I'm just trying to keep on top of it and just keep it aware of it myself. So if for any reason the stream might suddenly cut out, you know why. You know, I do live by the side of a canal, which is very, very high at the moment. So again, it's something keeping the eye on. So it's another space TFO. And it's a swarm.
The Herc are about to overrun.
Yep, I noticed you'd swap ships. I was actually just about to say, you've swapped ships. Obviously, the Swarm, another very easy one. Bit of a longer one. Tractor beaming me, how very rude. Third one that's here. Obviously, because you are restoring power to the ships. And then it'll be fighting off the other little mob. And of course, when they're all online, it's then repaired satellites, which then gives you cloaked tractor mines that you can deploy for slowing down the enemy ships. Because obviously you're going to be dealing with the transports that are trying to leave.
Satellite is back online.
This is your time to get any of the tractor mines deployed if you haven't.
The last of the rest.
That very short breather. Right, Paul Northern.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Alpha and Gamma.
Spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
And I hit the wrong button yet again. I'm doing that a lot today. Definitely feels like something's trying to tell me it's not my day today. Right, first lot from Alpha looks like they're about to get through.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the Earth ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there. Work Dreadnought on center. Be careful.
I think that was the Dreadnought. Actually weren't paying enough attention now, so we were just doing the good old pew pew. And a good old dilithium burn there, right in the middle of a group. Really, really handy when you get that. Does quite nice damage in a really nice radius.
Burke's ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there. We're speeding up the evacuation.
Oh, good for them.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships.
So obviously, you know, as soon as he does that announcement, you've got just over 3 minutes left of this TFO. More than anything, I think you only really want the beam mines out more than anything for gathering up some of the swarmers, because they are a pain in the backside when you've got a load of them. There go Chris claiming first on the stream.
Protect the refugee ships. Kirk's ship spotted an escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Just under a minute left.
Refugee ships heading down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
Nearly the weekend, Chris. So we're just getting rid of what's left.
That's a route.
Obviously, like usual, everybody's welcome to join me in TFOs. Just do the usual. Send me a friend request for @Nazorin, spelled exactly the same as the channel, and you'll find me in STO. Obviously, if your name is very different than what it is in Twitch or YouTube, obviously, do let me know. But other than that, yeah, everybody's more than welcome to join me in advance. And you've swapped ship yet again, Joshua. You've swapped back. Obviously, it is another space TFO because we have the warp out animation. It's going to be a Borg one because the green background pretty much always gives it away.
There's more. Begin.
Oh, is that the reason why you swap between the two? Have one more geared for certain TFOs, or do you have one ship that you have more geared for doing solo content? Or is it just whichever the wind blows and whatever mood you're in for which ship?
Scanning the nanite trench. Gun. Additional data. Nanite drone. Repair the trench. Stop them.
don't worry about the probes. Just park yourself between the cube and the gate. That's the gateway down. Come on, dead Q. Again, that's one of the few TFOs that the Borg dies so quickly and it's almost a joke. As I always say, the big bad of Star Trek, and they are really, really quite weak in this. You know, even when you compare it to the new Borg, they're not... Since the revision on them, they're not as scary. Hopefully we won't get Bug-Hunt again. We've had it once. I suspect we'll probably get... Oh, we are getting a ground. Please don't be Bug-Hunt. Watch it, I'm going to have jinxed it.
You have penetrated to the heart of Unimatrix disconnect. I'm reading.
Don't mind the Borg ground one, as long as people know what the hell they're doing. Where is my ground weapon? Okay, I can't see my other ground weapon. So it looks like I'm playing a remodulation game with this one. Must have banked it. Either that, or I recycled it and didn't pay enough attention to what I was doing. I shouldn't have been able to, because it should have been locked. Definitely don't see it there. But it's going to be the remodulation game on this one.
Sweep this room quickly and you'll catch the Borg off guard. Seize the advantage.
Which is unfortunate, because I would have preferred to have the other weapon. Because it means I'm going to have to remodulate every touch and turn with this.
The Borg are reacting. They are awakening reinforcements.
And so far, it seems to be going really, really well. Oh, they're studying the green poo. Again, could be a new person doing it. You never know. it is quite easy to get caught out by. And of course I've got to remodulate now. So I do bring my other ground weapon like an idiot. We have another terminal to do up here.
Force field between a central plexus and collective core is down. Gather there for a
Oh,
mission.
it webbed. Release me! Yeah, I suppose I ought to remodulate while I'm running around.
We are detecting.
Oh dear me, I cannot believe I banked my weapon. I'm hoping I banked it and I didn't recycle it like an idiot. Shouldn't have been able to because it should have been locked. Oh, very much pew pew. Pew pew pew! See how many people are going to drop the shit right in the middle of the room. Apparently Tam Tam thinks you're a problem.
Org are reacting to the virus upload. Reinforcements inbound.
Don't know about you, but this one seems very, very dark today. Normally it's not this dark. You know, what is it? 24th century or something like that? I can't remember what timeline we're in at the minute. And it's like, nobody's invented the light switch. Or the light. There we go, drop this in corner again so it's not for anybody to run over. I'd like to order some more Borg, please. They seem to be seriously lacking. I almost feel like I ought to swap into my spacesuit so I can at least put the this poor halo light on that. At least you might be able to see what's going on.
Time has come. Attack the Queen.
Come on, man. Open up. Kind of like that. One for chaining them all together. Come on, Borg. And of course, meanwhile, you've got her going, "We are Borg," every couple of seconds in the background. Oh, time to remodulate. She is Borg.
Do you think you have wounded me? Separated me from my children?
You know, finally somebody's found the light switch. Oh, typical. Look at me having to remodulate now. I think I'm going to have to check my bank at some point, just to make sure that I didn't accidentally throw away my weapon. That would be very much me if I have. I love how she just casually walks around while she's got this beam shooting at her. You know, all the time in the world. And to remodulate again. And she's come back down after having a little fly in the air. Also, all dropping crap on the ground and people aren't going to move. Actually, I take that back. Looks like people did. I'm going to say, open drop it, you weren't going to drop them. Typically I would get webbed.
You cannot defeat me. You cannot defeat me.
Go on, have your tantrum and you scream any second. Yeah, that is... I don't think I've ever seen the Borg Queen have a screamy moment like that. At least it wasn't the other Borg ground one, because not being funny, too many people I've come across that have done that one, that when you've got to shut down the different things, well, shut down the different force fields around the different nodes to be able to take out the nodes, the sheer amount of times that people just scatter to the four winds, or everybody jumps into the central thing so there's one person left stood outside. Normally me. It's not fun. I'm just going to have a quick look, see if I have accidentally on purpose thrown that weapon out. I have put it away. I do tend to keep said weapon on me, so that if I do get, obviously, a bug ground one, I can still shoot them without them to remodulate. I did think, though, for a second there that I had actually thrown it away. Obviously, like I said before, anybody that wants to join us in TFO, you are more than welcome. It is just random advanced. All you need to do is send me a friend request for @Nazorin, but exactly the same as the channel will find me in Star Trek Online. Obviously, if your name is very different than in the channel, please do let me know so I know that it's you. And it's another Borg one. Well, you've got to get a decent backlog of it, haven't you? I know I need to start playing some of my alts at some point and get a decent backlog on them. Oh, dilithium burn went off. And people aren't dealing with the birds of prey coming from the other one, so the Kang's going to get the shit kicked out of it in a minute. Good afternoon, Kaylin. I hope you are well. As you can see, we're just doing some TFOs in good old Star Trek Online. I'm tired. I'm a terrible insomniac, and I am suffering a bit from it today. Just when I thought I was over it, and it's come back with a vengeance. Yes, the bane of my existence. Had it from on and off since the age of 15, you know, quite a few years ago. I'm not going to go into specifics, but let's just say quite a few. Okay, no problem, Joshua. And this is going to be over really, really quickly. More so if I was actually hitting the right buttons. Again, I'm just waiting for the dialogue box there, because every now and again, if you don't wait for the dialogue box, it can register as leaving the TFO early, and then you get flagged for being locked out for 30 minutes and no bonus reward. Which obviously is a pain in the backside when that happens. Doesn't always happen, it's just every now and again I've noticed it'll do it on me. So yeah, we're going to shove ourselves in some more TFOs. be what we get. We've already had Bug Hunt, which I would say is up to named. Again, does seem to be quite Borg heavy again, like usual. So I used some of my freezer knife lifetime, me too, to buy some lockbox keys and open some boxes. I ended up getting a tier 6 token. Oh, from the... what do they call it? Oh, yes. And how do you find it? Because I've heard very mixed things about it. Some people have said it's really, really good. Some people have said it's not that good. Oh, look like we've got another Starbase one. Probably the easiest TFO in the whole game. Yeah. Very, very big. Not the... how can I put it? Bit of a space slug, I've heard.
Here they come.
But apparently it does quite make up for it. Apparently it is one of the better sort of carrier classes. And after all, with the new console, a lot of people have been saying carriers have been made vastly better than they were. Oh, space jellyfish. Good old Farpoint. That's the thing, it's like, do you normally fly carriers, or do you think the sheer size of it might be the put-off for it? What's got you sitting on the fence of whether to use it or not at the moment? Okay. Well, I don't particularly follow the meta for damage. You know, it's like if I did, I could end up doing a hell of a lot more damage than I do. I'm more a base Barbie, play how you want to play, so long as you're not blowing up every 5 seconds. You can do the content, you can do elites, again without suffering deaths every 5 seconds. Then in my opinion, it doesn't really matter what you play or how you play in it. I haven't got one myself, but you do see a lot of people flying at the moment, so again,
Reading some heavier ships incoming.
probably looking on the forums, probably looking at a few of the different websites that are out there. Obviously, I have guides and things like for different ships and things like that. They may have opinions of it. Again, a couple of people in stream, but obviously they might be flying it, or have flown it, or have one. But personally, I wouldn't know what to advise you with that from my point of view. Because like I said, from my point of view, I don't follow the meta massively, the damage and things like that. As long as I'm holding my own, things are dying at a reasonable rate for me, that's all that really matters for me. You know, a lot of it for me is space Barbie and having fun. You know, I'm not one of the people that like to be able to get into a TFO and literally kill everything in about 2 seconds, because that would make the game very boring for me. So... But again, if anybody else does... Yep, I think that's pretty much how a lot of us want to be. Obviously, I would say you'd probably have no problem using it in normal TFOs and advanced TFOs. There is a great big massive jump in damage that is done from advanced to elite. So that would probably be a bit questionable. Without flying one myself, I don't know. Yeah, and the only drawback that you have in STO that I would say over WoW is WoW very much still seems to have that metric of stack and AoE. It still doesn't have some of the mechanics and things, because it's like in Star Trek Online you have a lot of the optional things that you can do in TFOs. In Elite they are mandatory and normally have a time limit on them as well. And so you do get a lot of people that come into this game with that mentality of, oh, I just stack an AoE and kill everything. And unfortunately in this game, a lot of the end game content that you end up doing, specifically in Elites, because normal and advanced, it is pretty much just optional. It's just getting extra marks if you do it. In Elite, to be able to actually complete the TFO, those optionals are no longer optional, they're now mandatory, and quite often with time limits on them. You know, it's not unusual to fail and late, and the ships and everything hit like a truck and have a massive absorbance sinks, and I mean absolutely massive absorbance sinks. But again, for STO advanced and normals, you know, you can do it to some extent on autopilot. But yeah, like you said there, min-maxing, you do it in one game, you don't want to be doing it in another game, because, not being funny, you play games to relax, you don't want another job. That's very much how I see it anyway. Games are for fun, you know, it's like, you know, the tag for the stream is play how you want to play, and I very much do believe that. As long as you're not, you know, trolling other people and being a general dick, then, you know. Yeah, one of the great things that I really like about Star Trek Online, unlike a lot of games out there, it definitely isn't pay to win. A lot of people say, oh, but you can't get you know, certain starship skills and things like that unless you pay for it. My argument to that, though, is that you don't actually need to pay for anything off of the Zen Store at all if you don't want to. Again, you're in one of the better positions because you're a lifetime subscriber. You get the 500 Zen every month, so if you so wish, you can just save up for it. But I still say, even if you're not a lifetime subscriber, Star Trek Online is not paid to win. You can buy boxes off of the auction house. You can, you know, get things from some of the questing in-game to be able to get the things. And again, you know, the reputation system. It's all there for, you know, getting all your extra modules and things like that. So end gear, you can trade dilithium for Zen, but at the moment, the way the market is at the moment, as soon as you stick Zen on the dilithium trade, it pretty much disappears straight away. I've got to say how I probably use dilithium more at the moment is I use it for the dilithium shuffle from, so transferring it from alt characters to another character that actually needs the dilithium. But yeah, at the moment, I don't think there's actually... Yeah, you literally cannot buy any Zen at the moment. But yes, what level are you at? Just out of interest. Oh, it's another Borg one. Big green background pretty much gives it away.
There are 2 active Borg transwarp conduits in this system, along with a stable spatial rift, which is emitting chronoton particles. The Borg have been known to use time travel. In 2373, the USS Enterprise E followed a Borg cube through such a rift to Earth's first contact with the Vulcans. My grandfather was there. He said it was memorable.
Memorable.
So, this could be another attempt by the Borg to alter the past. The spatial rift will require further study before we can shut it down. Until then, our best option is to neutralize the transwarp conduits in order to stem the flow of Borg into the system.
No problem.
Protected by nanite transformers. Those are protected by nanite generators. Eliminating the generators first will allow us to destroy the Borg are sure.
Yeah, we get the hint. Oh, somebody's having fun with the fireworks. No tractor beams, not allowed. I didn't check to see if somebody had dealt with the other... Yeah, it looked like somebody had dealt with the other ones, that's okay then. Yeah, that node had been taken out. That was the important thing. Just keeping my eye on that one over there. But obviously we don't want ships escaping. Dilithium burn. Right, I'll leave them to this side. Well, the other guy out on the other. See some probes are out. But you gotta still keep on top of the little probes. Oh, that lithium burn. So you're not that far off getting maximum level. So you'll soon be doing all the TFOs for Mark, so you can start working towards your gear set, or gear sets if you decide to go for more than one. Obviously the sort of meta is a split gear set. Of course, Chris, I think that's perfectly fair, don't you? You give me Bug Hunt, I make you have calls from people that, you know, cannot sort out their problems. I think it seems a perfectly fair exchange, Chris. Plasma fire.
We're picking up some strange read. Something is. I know the wrong.
Oh, I'm gonna get the failure irradiated. Oh, just made it out. Keep running into the damn gate. And of course, Kaelin, the other thing that you've got once you decided on what gear you're going to be getting out of the Mark system is obviously then you've got to upgrade everything to maximum tier, which is the other fun point of making everything gold. But of course, if you have any questions or anything, always feel free to ask them. You know, the STO community is reasonably good. I tend to, in my streams, very much about sharing information. I'm not kind of like, oh my god, I'm not going to tell you my secretive build that I don't want anybody to know. You know, there is normally plenty of people in stream willing to give advice, and normally it is advice. You don't tend to get people in my channel that go, I knew why you're running act. Other than Chris, but he's just a git because he blue screens me. That's a joke! That's a joke! But yeah,
has been destroyed.
yeah, let's just say I have some interesting channel point rewards, and somebody now and again does abuse them. But then again, it's my own fault for having them there in the first place. Right, obviously, on the hour every hour, I normally take a 5-minute break. I am overrunning by 12 minutes at the moment, so I am going to do that. Obviously, nobody likes adverts. I don't like adverts. You don't like adverts. But unfortunately, it is where I run 3 minutes of adverts to disable pre-roll for anybody that might want to come and watch the channel. Adverts are not guaranteed. They are down to region and availability. So if you do get adverts, get yourself a drink, stretch your legs. That's what I'm going to do. Obviously, if you don't get adverts, you can just sit back and enjoy the music. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have zero control over adverts over there. And neither does anybody else as of November last year. So other than that, I'll be back in a few minutes. Right, and we're back. Let's get ourselves into some more randoms. Has to be quicker than that. Have to bring you into the next one. Just the way it is sometimes. It's ground TFO. So, probably a good one that you didn't end up in this one, Chris. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had this one, I must admit though. Been a long, long while since I've had this one, so it's not too bad. Thing is, I don't really see this as a fun one, really. You know, it's just kind of like run around and get dry humped by a robot. You know, they don't even buy you dinner first, so it's kind of like... I don't know, I just find it really, really meh. They dry humped already. But yeah, not a massive fan of this one. I find it very meh. But I'm going to do it, as after all, I've not had it in a while. That sounds very rude. I know there's another one beamed in by now down here. Because all my robots now go and fuck off and leave me to all the enemies, you know, as it does. I'm just got to keep looking down all these side rooms. I'm not going to hang about here too long because, like I said, it isn't a favourite. It is kind of a bit... Where do you think you're going? It is, it's really meh, this one. Okay. I kind of wish this one had destroy X amount of devices and then it moved on to the next phase rather than it being a timed one. I think it would stop it being as tedious rather than going for a gauntlet style, which they have. May as well just sit at this area, after all. Any more? Oh, dry humped. Didn't even buy me dinner. What is the world coming to?
I need to speak with you.
Oh, thank God for that. Next stage. At least this one is pretty much just go rescue the guys, and it goes on to the next stage.
Repair teams. Get out there and stop them.
I want to be friends. Oh, not really. We'll all to die horribly in a big pit of fire like with this TFO. So what have we got? 3 more. Just imagine the G's from that, Caitlin. An instant stop like that. Thank God for inertial dampeners, otherwise you would be pancake.
I need to speak with you in damage control. Our power problems are under control, but there's an Elachi force in main engineering trying to sabotage our singularity core.
But as we know in good old Star Trek fashion, it's always the, you know, EPS conduit that blows up, and then the inertial dampeners go off, and so I foresee pancake in your future. So do you want in the next one, Chris? Or would you like a phone call? You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, somebody in tech support. Oh, that's alright then, Chris. But yeah, it's always the after EPS conduits that blows, and then it's all downhill from there. It always seems to be. There you are. Invite to team. Alright, you're in. Let's see what we get. I've already had Bugum, so, you know, in theory I shouldn't get it again. And you're in the Brianna. What actually is it? Legendary Intel Support Cruiser. Obviously, I like my Space Barbies, and I will zoom in not that close and have a look. Not being funny, maybe they need to ablative armor them. Because it's always those ones that seem to go pop. Now this one I don't mind, Chris. I understand if you do. Oh, it's dead easy. It's the one that has Big Bad Bev in it that looks like she's had some really serious bad plastic surgery. And that when she's written about it and she says, yeah, we've got it, she sounds so enthusiastic about it. It's like she phoned in her acting for this one. For the voice role for it.
Wait a second.
You were there.
We've been made. Time to go in loud. Lockdown protocols.
That's to simulate a few years ago. Bring some friends.
Throughout the prison. Use the override codes I gave you to get the doors open. The door code should bring that force field down as well.
Oh, how rude. Yeah, it's not difficult, this one. It's a case of rescue Big Bad Bev, who's, like I said, phones in voice acting for this role.
General population.
Yeah, I've got to deal with exocomps first. It's not difficult.
Once we get this door open, get ready for a fight. Watch your corners and the upper level.
Obviously, this way you kind of like bringing some of the prisoners in. Oh, we'll be bringing the prisoners in. You have like a mini gauntlet in here, which you've got to shut down these force fields so you can obviously get to. You can see what he wants me to target, but obviously I'm trying to clear some of the guys out of the way. And of course, doing things like that is great fun.
Once we get inside the control center,
So,
shut down the force fields on the upper level.
right, that's the force field down, so we can actually get to him now.
Access the prisoner database in the control center to locate Dr. Crusher. There's the main force field controller. Use them to turn off the fields for the control center.
And we have like a mini gauntlet here where they release the prisoners, so we're like fighting guards and the prisoners, funnily enough. And again, it's one of these tight, like mini timed events.
But the force fields will come down.
Need to simulate more at this rate.
All the cell doors will open as well. Nothing like little.
And of course, I wasn't watching my hell.
Let's get upstairs to the command center on level 2.
But yeah, as you can see, some of the prisoners are out.
This is the warden. Terrorists have released the prisoners in Gin Pop. All available units respond immediately.
And it'll start getting a little bit busy down here. Has all the prisoners not been freed? Is everything sitting on the other side? Yeah, it looks like everything's sitting on the other side this time. Fair enough.
Security alert.
Is he up there doing his bit yet?
Report to your station.
We already moved on to the next stage.
I need you to cover me.
No, I didn't think we had.
I need you ready to override any lockouts security throws my way.
Yeah, all prisoners are out. I can park my ass down bottom because quite often this is where the terminal is. As I said, I'm on it.
Good job. I'm back in. I've been locked out again. Get on that console to override.
Right, looks like it's console above this time.
I've been locked out again. Get on that console to override. That did it. Almost there.
Get all them assimilated. Because I'm friendly like that.
14. Isolation. Let's go.
Right, that's this phase done. Now you got to go get Big Bad Bev.
They might be onto us. Be prepared for anything.
They'll catch up. Obviously, you get the cannons that shoot you out the wall as well.
Damn. That's a big one.
Come on, get up. That's how I just go assimilating as I go.
Dr. Crusher is in cell block 3.
Oh, I got doomed in the ice. Obviously, this way you can free more prisoners, or you can just free Big Bad Bev. You're free, be free.
That's her cell. Let's get it open and get her out of here. Dr. Crusher. Let's go.
I'm just freeing some more targets.
Need a data storage in Ward E. I'll do the rest.
Right, and then you backtrack on yourself a bit.
Doctor.
Yes, I need that data. It's worth the risk.
Very well. Let's get the doctor to her precious data. Move.
Report to your stations. Attention. Riders will be shot on sight.
More exocomms beaming in.
I must admit, I'm a Beamboat fan. Always have been. I do have a Canon one that I must admit I haven't played in a while. I probably would need to actually have another revision look at it, because I get the strong feeling that he's probably still running a very, very old build.
Contact
Obey
right.
any and all.
Open sesame.
There's the main database console. Inquisitor, your witness.
But yes, I'm definitely a fan of beams. I quite like some of the cannon bells, not all. I think I like the less of the restricted 90-degree arc, if you like.
Once I have all the fragments, they'll cut my access to the databases. Here's the first data set. Data Vault 3. Data Vault 1. Data Vault 5.
Oh wow, X-Comps turned into bog drones. And you simulate them.
You've collected a data fragment. Bring it back to me.
Here you go, Bev. I don't know how many fragments have been grabbed. I've got one back.
Attention. Rioters will be shot on sight.
You've collected a data fragment. Bring it back to me.
Yeah, Chris is on that one. So I'll leave him to grab that.
First data set complete. Here's the second set.
That gives you another set to get.
Hit Data Vault 3. Data Vault 5.
Thing is, if you go with beams, you can have a rainbow spaceship. And have all the beams.
You've collected a data fragment. Bring it back to me.
Or phase termination.
I don't know if this one's in play or not. I think we've had 2 brought back, so in theory this could be the third final.
Bring it back to me. Second data set. Here's the last one.
So now you have to do it again.
Data Vault 3. Data Vault 4. Go. Data Vault 5. You've collected a data fragment. Bring it back to me.
How many are we missing?
Report to your stations.
Jean-Luc Picard.
All commands from
Very interesting spelling of it, has gone for it. Which, you know, good for him.
Data fragments received and assembled. It's all ours.
See how enthusiastic she sounded in that. They're all ours.
One last thing, and done.
Yeah.
What? What have you done?
Why, Warden Singh, we crossed.
I left a parting gift.
I'm a snatch. Backups. Oh God! Brother of the Emperor or not, I'll kill you for this!
That's been damping smoke grenades there.
Was pissing off the Warden necessary, Doctor?
Very much so.
Very
See, done, sir. Chair.
destroying his work.
And it's literally now go and fight the 2 remaining boss dudes. Not difficult. Again, it's a mini like gauntlet thing. You get attacked by them and they, you know, you just gotta wear them down. How very rude.
Not so fast, terrorists! Won't get away that easy. Access done. This is your final test, men.
Come on, starship fire on them. I knew you were going to come for me. That's its love, obviously. Rude. And of course, I've assimilated his corpse, so he will join in the fight on killing his own mate. Because I'm a friendly Borg like that.
Concerns about.
Yeah, go away. But I always think if you're gonna, you know, do it, you assimilate them both. You know, get both of the big guys. Just for the shits and giggles.
Informants can earn time off their sentences.
I had concerns.
Make sure that has actually gone through. But yes, I would most definitely say Big Bad Bev looks like she's had some very dodgy plastic surgery in that TFO. Do you want inviting to see if we can get us? Okay, no problem. I perfectly understand, Chris. You know, as usual, give the dog a good old nuggle from me too. Obviously, I'm going to be finishing at 4 today. If you're wondering what time it is for me, it is actually up there on stream. Just up there, just above where my cursor is bouncing up and down. So I'll probably get another 2 TFOs in theory. And then that is probably where I'll call it for today. Let's see where we end up. But Kaylin, going back to what you were saying about how you like cannons, I have a old turret build just for the pure shits and giggles. And so I have a ship that literally, it doesn't have, you know, any beam banks or cannon banks. It is literally all the 360 turret builds. And that's fun when you're doing the rapid cannon volley and things like that. Because, you know, all just round you fills with nothing but weapon fire. Again, it's not one of those builds that, you know, is in the meta, but it's a good giggle to play at. Come on then, put me in. Yeah, again, cannons they do more damage than beams, but the whole principle is the you know, the positives and the negative. The negative is that, you know, it has a 90-degree arc, unless you've got things like some of the reward ones. So it's like the discovery cannons that you get. I believe they're 180. These ones. No, they're 135 targeting arc. But they're, you know, they're, again, cannons. Cannons! So, you know, they're actually pretty good. I do use them every now and again with my build. But again, it's... Does it actually give me that much more damage? Ever so slightly? You know, to make it more viable, I'd have to probably go all cannons. But as I tend to sort of drift through the ships, I like to have the phasers that obviously have that 180 arc. But this one's going to be over quick. Nope, no tractor beams. I refuse to be held in place. I say there's Cubos, but not Cubos there around here somewhere, because they keep tapping the shields. Though it's Borg, what does it really matter having shields when you're going up against Borg? I've seen come the space cigars. I'll just skip that. Obviously we're on Queenie. And a dead Queenie.
This is not the end.
Again, another one that's pretty quick when done right.
Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Right, let's get ourselves in for another one, which, like I said, I tend to finish at 4. So this could be the final one, depending, obviously. If it's one of the Borg ones that's finished in 5 minutes, I probably will do another one. But it probably will be my last TFO for today. Obviously, I stream Monday to Friday. Currently, Mondays are Minecraft Monday. Tuesday, I'm still doing Ghostwire Tokyo. So that's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because quite often that's Star Trek Online's downtime, either on a Tuesday or Thursday. And Wednesdays and Fridays is Star Trek Online. So yes, obviously if I do any bonus streams, best place to find out about them is either on Discord or on Twitter, aka X, or Blue Sky. And that's what I mean about Blue Screen of Death. Thank you, Chris. I'm assuming it's you that did that. I thought you were going to walk the dog. Yeah, for those not in the know, I have programmed that blue screen of death so it literally shows across all 3 of my monitors.
Period will begin.
So I have a mini minor heart attack, and it's not until I actually read what the text says that I realise it's the one that I've programmed.
Closing these rifts will earn you more rewards.
So yes, thank you for that, idiot.
And a captain of a matching career path will be able to close them faster.
But yeah, every time, minor heart attack.
Throughout the alpha, the Andorians have
Because like I said, because it literally goes across all 3 of my screens, it does not just show for you. It literally comes up across my whole system. That it does give me a very minor heart attack for a second. And it's not until I read the few bits of text that I suddenly get out. Oh, the good old Red Queen. Normally I have that switched on with my Spooktober alert, but I think it's been rather apt recently. Especially with things like... weirdly enough, it's the Resi games that I've never been able to get into. And I don't know why. Because it ticks all the boxes for me, but for some reason I've just not been able to get into them. You know, I know of them all, and I tend to watch other people that have streamed it, but playing them myself, I've not really ever got into them.
Undine fluidic space rift gamma has been closed.
Well, for Spooktober for last year, I did a full playthrough of the Telltale Games Walking Dead series. With my very dubious choices, which obviously is available on my YouTube channel, all of it now. But I didn't think would be too bad, and I got to say, there's some really gruesome moments in that I was like, ooh, that was a bit extreme. But yes, I've got to admit, I have been enjoying the Ghostwire Tokyo recently. I quite like the Asian mythology that it's pulled from for it. I think it's quite cleverly done. I know probably... Because like I said, at the moment, Ghostwire Tokyo is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but that could possibly be dropping down to just Tuesdays, because I do want to actually play the Star Trek Resurgence that I've never played, and I'm thinking that might take the Thursday slot.
Undine fluidic space rift Omega.
But yeah, any bonus streams, things like that I do outside of my schedule, I do tend to either put on Discord or my Twitter. As I said, I do multi-stream here on Twitch and YouTube, but obviously over on YouTube you have access to things like all the channel point rewards and such that are always good fun. For you guys, not so much for me, especially when I get blue screen. Why I programmed it, I still don't know. Do I regret it? Maybe a tiny bit. But as I always say, you know, can't fuck with a streamer now and again. Why not? I'm just thinking we've had Space Flower, well, 2 times on stream, 1 time off of stream today. So I'm thinking that for some people it might be their universal, or at least one of the endeavours somewhere. Get the other side of the portal, because again, you do more damage to rear arcs of shit. Or at least I do with the different things. So Kaylin, what you've got when you reach maximum level, you've got all of the doing of the marks for the different reputations to get your different gear sets. You have your legendary effectively upgrading the gear, and you also have specialization of your captain as well, because obviously you have your main skill tree, but then you have your specialization from the different schools, which, not that one. You have Commando, Constable, Strategist, Commanding Officer, Intel Officer, Miracle Worker, Pilot, Temporal Operative. That has a hell of a lot of things to spend even more skill points in. And of course, you will be working on endeavours. Don't do what I did. You know, I was one of the few people that got into the very early alpha of the game, so that is before they made it available as an open beta to people. And I have not done my endeavours, because I was always of the opinion of, oh well, they will always be there, I can do them at any point. And the reason why I most definitely say make sure that you do your endeavours, majority of your damage and survivability does actually come from there. Oh yes. You get to maximum level and it isn't a case of, oh well, you're done now. And then of course there is the crafting system if you want to partake in it. Obviously with the new consoles where you get certain materials from Elite or you buy it off of the exchange, you do actually need to use the crafting system. So R&D. So to unlock it, obviously, if you're doing the dilithium mine, you'll be going off to the different places and you'll be doing these research. You'll get some of these items that you do the research to effectively level the skill initially. And then obviously when you have leveled it, you can then craft the different weapons and such like that. So a perfect example of that is the ground weapon, that one there, that I use when I'm fighting Borg, because you don't have to remodulate it. It's a kinetic weapon. That is made through the crafting system. You can spend a ridiculous sum of money and buy it off the auction house, or you can just level up your skills and build it yourself. Obviously, the new consoles that are in engineering, which are... Obviously, you can make some space sets. Not very good, but you can make space sets. Just trying to find where it is now. It's not officer training then. Is it in there? Don't think it's those ones, is it? No, it's these advanced consoles here. So these ones, how is it these ones? I'm not sure now. Yeah, these are the ones, because they take the special elite components. Obviously, you can pick which ones you want to make. So obviously you've got one for hangarcraft and one for your weapon power. There is currently the argument of, because I currently use the vulnerability locators that you get from the Spire at maximum rat, I think it is. I think they are locked behind maximum rat. They were the standard, but now, obviously, with that new component coming available in Elite, a lot more people have moved over to that. So again, it's just something to pay attention to. Right, so other than that, I am going to leave it there. Thank you for being here. Obviously, I will be back Monday. Obviously, keep your eyes on things like Twitter/X. And hopefully I'll see you again at some time, Kaylin. Obviously, as always, feel free to ask if you're ever in the channel, questions and things like that. I'll do my best to answer it, and no doubt there's somebody else in the channel who can. So, as usual, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I will see you Monday. Take care.